Hey folks, Jonathan here. Wasn't going to do a video on this, but I think I'm going to anyway, just for the heck of it. Getting ready to do this tin. This is a commercial style tin. Stronger than what your little narrow rib or your shorter or whatever you want to call it tin, especially like that. Yeah, it's really cheap stuff. But this has got a really high rib to it. So it's supposed to be good stuff. So this was a sort of a carport, and it actually spanned a lot farther than what we're spanning it because of the style that it is. But it came with 3 I-beams, and the I-beams are aluminum. There's one of them. Now these aren't really heavy, they just look big the way they're made. So these I-beams are 19 foot long. What I've done was notch the I-beam around the leg, and now I've got to put the holes in this one and bolt it on. I've got the other one bolted on the other side, and as you can see, got it clamped. Now the reason I've done this is to be able to run the screws into the aluminum to hold the roofing down, because that steel would be a big pain to try to get screws into. So we just cut the plates off the ends, put this on, and we're ready to go on both sides. We have just got to do the center one. We're actually making the roof a little longer because, as you can see, it's sticking out. I went ahead and left them the full 19 foot. So anyway, I think it's going to work out good. We're going to get this other one on. Well, I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bolt this one down, and then I'm going to move this whole frame closer to the shop so I can do some welding up top. And where I didn't weld, you know, we got our bottom and we got our sides welded. We just didn't weld the top and on anything. And then we'll get our other piece of aluminum I-beam up here after we weld, and then we'll go ahead and start cutting our tin and screwing it down. We've got screws, so we should have enough tin if we figured it out right to get her finished up. And I'm looking forward to getting this done because it's been hot, and this heat's just terrible. It's just killing me. So if I can get this knocked out, this is going to be a big part of making things a whole lot better around here. All right. Okay, so we got it moved, and I have laid the other beam up on top in the center, and we may just leave it like that. I can bolt it down there, and that'll just raise this up farther on our tin. Now, I've never done this style tin. It hooks together, unlike, you know, regular tin where it just overlaps. I think I'm going to leave a pretty good overhang. Probably something like what I got there. But anyway, a buddy of mine that's done this before told me my main thing is to start it straight, because the way it hooks together, you don't have any play with it. So to make sure it gets started on in the right direction, let's put it that way. So we'll make sure we do that, and I think I'll just cut them all to length. I'll probably leave an overhang pretty decent because, you know, structural stuff, so it's not, you know, not like it's going to give any trouble. Okay folks, so I got the beam bolted to the top, and now we're going to start putting tin on, but I'm going to leave it full length hangover just to see what it looks like, and then I'll either go through and cut it off or I'll leave it. I don't know. Okay. checking length down there?
I will.
Hammerhead.
Hey, Nana. You helping Daddy? Are you helping Daddy? Stand up.
Okay, folks, we are going to have enough to finish, surprisingly, without having to cut our overhang off. I thought maybe I was going to have to cut it off. Get around here. I left, looks like about 6 foot on. Now, I pulled up and down on that, and because this is, the ribs in this tent is so tall, it's strong, but I can come off of here, the legs if I need to, and weld a piece on or whatever, it don't matter, it just helps support it. But as for now, we're going to leave it. So we've got 2 more pieces of tin to put on this side and screw down, and then we've got the other side to do, and we're just going to do it regular. We're not going to do overhang it. I've got some holes up here I'm going to have to go through and fix, but that's no problem. Now this is aluminum, this is not sheet metal tin. So, and the way this stuff goes together, I'm surprised at how strong it is. It's really strong stuff. It'll work out really well. And instead of being, well, I don't know what we started out at. I think we started out at 18 by 17, but since I put the beams on, that made it 19 long. So we're going to be 19 by 22 or 24 maybe with this overhang. So anyway, so we're going to quit for the night. It's late, and I'll be back on it tomorrow and we'll get her finished up. All right. Okay, folks, next morning, back at it. Got 2 panels to do here. Get back on this side. I started cutting the panels for this side. There's what I'm trying to get away from. There's a big shiny ball of fire up there. I don't know where it's at, that keeps coming out every day. So we've got some cut. We're going to get them all cut, and then we're going to start getting them on. Okay, folks, it's done. Ooh, that's kind of crooked. I just overlapped the tin over the other one, and we'll just take another piece of tin and put it here and use it as a ridge cap. So everything's done except for patching some screw holes and stuff. Okay, there's the holes I got to patch. Shouldn't be an issue. We'll do that when we do the ridge cap. I got the overhang on it. Sticking out about 6 feet. So we're done. All but fixing a little hole, the ridge cap. So, all right. So I ended up with $236 in it after I bought screws for it. So, and I want to thank Carl for bringing me all this aluminum and the beams, and something that they had taken down, and he had laying in his weeds. So, and he even brought them to me. I didn't have to go get them. So, lucky man. Appreciate you. Bye.